What's up, Meffers? Welcome back to the land of the giants. Yesterday was insane, my first day ever at this lake. In today's video, we're gonna freaking smash them. That's what you want. Got him. Oh, it's a giant. Got him right here. Oh, there we go, I got one. That was so sick, you guys probably saw that. Should we test the strength of my knot? Better yet, if you guys have issues breaking down a new body of water, or even breaking down a body of water you've been fishing for a long time and just can't seem to catch a quality of fish other guys are catching, I'm gonna share one tip with you guys in this video that's going to cut that learning curve drastically no matter what time of the year you're fishing. I've been getting questions constantly from you guys since I started posting these videos showing my screen capture of my live scope footage. People saying, my screen does not look like that. I can't see my bait out there. I can't see the fish in that kind of definition. I can't see anything chasing my lure or even the cover that you're fishing. Can you please do a video showing all your live scope settings? Well, to be completely honest with you guys, I do some stuff with my settings that I've never seen anyone else do that kind of makes my stuff pop. A little bit like that. As you guys know, I'm hopping in the opens next year and I'm constantly fishing areas with a lot of other guys that watch my footage, so I don't want to just put it out there on the internet for anyone to have that type of information. So I actually just uploaded a video to my members only part of the channel. If you guys become a member on YouTube or on Facebook, you can watch this video. I'll show you some of my secret settings that I do with this live scope to give it a super clean image so you can see your bait, you can see fish, you can count how many crappie, bass, whatever are in each brush pile. Honestly, this is something that's taken me a lot of time and money to figure out. So I don't know, if you guys have live scope, I'd recommend doing it. Oh my God, freaking fish ate it off the surface. I thought it was a giant one doing that nonsense. What are you doing, little bud? My damn bait's as big as you are. Hey, we're on the board. That's an angry one right there. Wow. Topwater blow-ups. Do it. God damn, this fish are finicky as shit. What is it gonna take? Got him. Yes. Oh yeah. Freaking headshot of that thing. Come here, big girl. Boom. On the board. With a better one, that is. They're aggressive this morning. There's just not as many of them. And then the ones that are big and suspended are smart, of course. Look how we freaking ate that thing. That's what you want right there. Deep. I just watched this little group of fish, not big ones of course, just eat something off the surface. Why are you not built? The rest of the fish in this lake seems so healthy. It's all right though. 4.5 pounder. Could have been a giant one, 7 pounder if he was filled out. I'll take him. We got loons everywhere out here. That's always a good sign. Those are fish eaters, and we got loons in the area. You got bait fish, so I like what we're doing. We just need to find some bigger ones. It's a giant. Got him right here. Oh my God, that was a beautiful thing. I hope you guys saw some of that. That was incredible. Boom. Gonna have half the damn lake over here in a second. Look at that big old beast. Old blindy. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys aren't too fogged over. You're a little fogged over to have seen that fish coming in the water and eat right at the boat. Oh my God, that was incredible. Had a whole freaking group of them pissed off at it the whole way in. And this is what's swimming around out here, guys. She's not completely filled out all the way like she will be in a month. Look at that one. Hell yeah. Great fish. Great fish. I'm gonna throw her on the scale really quick, then we're gonna get her back in the lake. Man, that was incredible. She is a 8-14. 8-14, and I think it's too foggy for the old boys to be able to see her. I like that. Hell yeah. That was a sexual sight. Let's do that again. Man, that was so cool. I was just gliding it back and forth. I saw that fish coming on live scope, then I looked out and this water's really clean. I could see her. And the fish was just kind of going back and forth. When they're following it side to side through the glides, there's a decent chance that they're really hot. They're gonna actually commit to it. She wasn't like nipping at or anything. I just turned it once right at the end, just right, and it turned sideways and she T-boned it. Luckily, even with that tall profile of that bait, she was able to get it in her mouth. And I don't think the whole crew here saw me because it's foggy out here. Got the old locals out here, just out here not catching anything, getting as close to each other as possible. Fishing where they always do. I don't mean this in an arrogant way in any way possible, but these guys out here are locals. And I know they're locals because they were sitting in the exact same spot, cutting it up yesterday all freaking day. They came out this morning when I got here. They were still sitting out here. They're fishing out offshore. And the reason for that is I heard one guy when I got close to him, he's like, "You been catching anything?" I was like, "Yeah, I've been catching some." He's like, "Oh, I caught an 8-pounder out here last week." So obviously all these guys are buddies. They fish here every day. And the reason they're out there is that's where the fish were last week. And while that's amazing that he caught an 8-pounder, I sat up here shallower and crushed them yesterday, just caught an 8-pounder today. The temperatures have changed a ton. It turned into winter 2-3 weeks ago, started getting cooler. We had temperatures in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and now as you guys can see, we've had a week straight where it's 80 degrees. Those fish that were out there, probably the water was in the low 50s. Well, now the water's 63, 64, 65. The fish have pushed back up shallow. So I figured some out pretty quick this morning that I think we're gonna be able to run with and catch some giant fish the rest of the day. And this is something that is important that you can use anywhere in the country on your body of water that can help a lot. I don't talk about it enough. I think a lot of people don't talk about it enough, but as you guys know, yesterday was my first day ever on this really awesome body of water, and it's really, fish is huge. And one thing I did to cut the learning curve on it was I started off this morning and I started in areas yesterday where there's a lot of different things present. I'm fishing a big main lake point, main lake flat. So it's got a big flat area, it's got the main lake, the big main lake channels next to it. There's actually a roadbed that these guys are all sitting on right out here. But then there's drains in it, there's standing timber, there's brush piles. And if you move up a little shallower, there's actually really good hydrilla. And so when you have those types of areas in your lake, fishing a lake that you fish all the time or a lake that you're not familiar with at all, it gives you the opportunity to fish a lot of different stuff, and especially with forward-facing sonar, see how those fish are setting up that day, not last week, that day. I can see like 50 boats from where I'm at right here, very busy lake, and to be completely honest, I could probably just run around and look for where locals are at and just go fish shallower on that main lake cover than what they're at, but we're gonna look around and fish some similar types of points like this as well. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like on live scope, and hopefully we can get a giant one. Oh no. Damn it. Look at that swirl. And dub for sure. Well, I've missed a couple opportunities at really good fish the last few casts. So I'm gonna give you guys an idea of what I'm looking at here. I'm fishing a really super long point that comes out and drops off into the main channel. As you guys can see on the back there, at the end of the screen, that's actually hydrilla. And these bass there's a couple big individuals, and then there's little wolf packs of like 4 to 6 fish. The individual ones seem to be a little bit bigger, and then the wolf packs seem to be like 5 to 7 pounders for the most part. I don't know, I've thrown it probably 30 and I've only had 2 commit to biting it. But if they're the size of the ones we've been seeing, I guess that's okay, right? You can see one there at the back of my cast at 70 feet, and then one way out there too. So I'm gonna drop this one up here. Luckily the water's insanely clean right here. Oh, there we go. There's a couple fish there. You can see them. They can see the bait from so far away. God, they're all so curious. Oh. When that bait's just sinking naturally, and then as soon as I start working it, they lose interest big time, which sucks. This is probably a spot like the rest of them here where I assume the fish were out coming off the main channel, out suspended in some of the standing timber that's out here. And then with these warmer temperatures, they've just moved up and they're putting the feed bag back on some of these shallower bait fish. And I know there's shallow bait fish, like I was telling you guys, because there's been loons all over the place up shallow here. See, there's a big individual fish right there. Right over the splash. We'll see if she comes up when she sees the bait here in a second. Keeping her distance. Not gonna do it. On to the next one. Ooh, there's a group of them right there. I like that. I'm gonna throw the line through over those guys. I haven't thrown it on this spot yet, so I've made a lap already. Let's give them a fresh bait. Man, those are exactly what you guys want to see. Some individual dude by himself, but a little bit more over in the grass than I'd like him to be, but that's okay. Here he comes. And I got swerved again. There's some out there. A lot of good fish in this spot, as you guys can see. Very smart though. That one at 62 feet or so, 60 feet now, that's a giant. That's a big one. I missed him a little bit to the right. Oh. Come on, go get it. Go get it. Oh, there we go, got one. Got one of them to come up and crush it. That was so sick, you guys probably saw that. Oh my God, there's so many of them right here trying to take it from him. Yes, that was so awesome. So yeah, when you guys are looking down there and you're seeing all these fish and you're like, hey, they can't be that big. He's full of shit. Well, look at that. Where's that 6 cents line through? In his grill. Damn, that's nuts. Look how fat that fish is. That's incredible. Beautiful, probably. I don't know, let's throw on the scale quick. 8.5. That wasn't even one of the big ones. Crazy. Get it back. Sick. 2 8-pounders. Hopefully you guys saw some of that on the footage. What happened there was what happens a lot, and it's why I greatly prefer to throw at multiple fish when possible. Not only for the schooling effect, but there's so many times when 1 or 2 or 5 big fish will be following a bait like this line through right here, and they're not going to commit. They're going to stay right back here. They're just going to watch it. They know it's not a real fish. But what happens a lot is, especially when you're fishing like less than 10 feet of water, or when we're doing here right now, there's more fish on the bottom. And when they see this bait coming over and their buddies starting to tail it, they want to be the one that eats it. And that's what that one did. It flew right up off the bottom, crushed it. So freaking sick. And you guys got to watch it. I hope that's saved right on the app, because lots of times it doesn't like to, but pretty freaking cool. We're onto some. Let's keep sticking them. Just found this brush pile out here. It's kind of on a saddle right next to this high spot, and there's definitely some fish in it. I really like how isolated it is, so I'm going to throw over the top and we'll see if something comes up and licks it. Oh, there's already one coming from the back to eat it. But like I kept telling you guys, these fish freaking love it until it starts moving, which is weird. Don't you like when fish swim slowly, seductively? No? Here comes a guy. Come on, do it, bud. Swerved. Swerved. You guys didn't see that, but this fish, I just pulled up to the spot, threw that 6-cent line through in there, and she freaking skadooshed it. Gulped it. Worst net job ever. It's another 8-pounder. Guys, what are you doing out there? Come on inside. Come on in. Catch yourself a slaunch. Don't actually do that. That wouldn't be that great. Probably 7. Nah, it's probably close to 8. That's a big one. That was a cool catch. You guys didn't see it on the chest cam. Moved up shallow. What do you know? Everyone's out there. God dang. Didn't even see that fish come up and get it. Freaking line through his crunk. They are shooting. They are shooting. I don't know what that means. Hopefully you guys can tell me what it means. Is it big? It ain't even a big one. He's just a fighter. It's like a 7. Should we test the strength of my knot or say screw it? Let's test how good my knot was, even though I got 2 of these 6-cent swimmers left. Yahtzee. Look at the freaking color on the lip of this dude. I mean, that's a big one. How thick is that one? Freaking gulped that line through. Look, it's the same color of his lip. Cool. Cool guy. That guy smoked it right off the bottom. Beefcake. I don't know how big that one was. 7.5 probably. Oh, he splashed you guys. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. I think I hooked him weird. He's just wallering up on the surface. Look at that. Waller, 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 waller. I can't jump. Waller, 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 waller. Get in the net. Hi, bud. Beefy mamas out hurt. Hi, Mr. Waller. Got a tiny mouth. Giant gut. Another probably 7. Jeez. He was doing spirals out there. Spiroglyphics. Oh, you guys got wet again. I'm wet too. That was cool. Fat. Bigs. Yahtzee. This brush pile looks to be money. We haven't caught anything out of brush today, but the sun's getting higher, so I'm gonna start fishing it a little bit more. The fish generally, for those that are not super dialed into offshore fishing, but they like to position a little bit better on offshore cover and structure when the sun gets high. And this one looks pretty promising. I can see there's a big fish in there right at about 50 feet. I didn't make a very good presentation, kind of dropped it on his damn head, which is not great, but he's already up there and he's looking at it. That's a giant one. Oh yeah, it's a 10 plus for sure. But I screwed up and I casted it on top of his head. It's getting a little bit warmer to it. See, he's kind of just gliding through the water like that. He's not doing as much now, but those big ones that are over 8, 9 pounds. There comes another one, obviously. They can just kind of glide through the water. Yeah. Not gonna do it. But, oh, that little guy kind of wants it, doesn't he? Nope. But that does tell us that they are kind of starting to position a little bit more on some of the brush piles that we found yesterday. So we're gonna keep trying some new stuff. Got that joker to bite. 300 D-Day. Cool colors on this one. Deal. Took me long enough, but fish are starting to swim around a ton and group up. They're just not biting super well. Cool colors on that guy. Water's crazy clean like I've been telling you guys, so need to make them react because they're just chasing everything else. Do it. Okay. Just had to talk dirty to her. Come on. Better ones today. What's up, big girl? What's up, big Jana? That's big Jana. What's up, Jana? Craziness. Another 7. Deal.